Man, welcome back to the Fake Stuff Podcast. Back at it again. You know how we do. We record multiple episodes in a night, so part 2 for your ass. And we're gonna talk about players that we in on the last episode. All that negativity, we got it off of us. We're gonna be a little more positive tonight. Craft Man in the building. What's going on, Craft Man?
Oh, nothing much. Just hanging out. I switched jerseys. Went to the Ja'Marr Chase jersey. I played with him at LSU. Tore my ACL. Couldn't make it to the league. And I just respect that guy so much. You know, he was with me there, and I cheer him on every time he's on the field because, you know, that's what I missed out on being in the NFL. You know.
I want to say shout out. He's going to join the team. And shout out to my guy, John Johnson, because when I ride by him at work, that man's always like, yeah, I scored 50 in high school, but I tore my shoulder. He always saying some dumb ass shit like, I could average 20 in the NBA if I. So shout out to his punk ass. Noah Dick Blower in the building. Bald ass. He done switched jerseys too. What's going on, big dog?
What's up, man? Glad to be back again. Got the Palomalu on. Ready to talk about it. Ready to argue with Craft Man over here because he's getting on my damn nerves already.
old NDB over here said, what did he say last episode? Hope I can come back. Can't wait to come back. He didn't know he's going to be back in about 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
I just had to go get an angry oath.
But we got the big dog. We got the real Craft Man in the building. We got Brad up in here. What's going on, Brad?
What's up, baby? How you doing, man?
Hey, man. Same old. He's a true Packers fan. He's not running around with other jerseys and shit like that.
I wouldn't wear this shit over here. This shit I don't wear that shit. If it ain't green and gold, I ain't wearing that shit.
I got so much green and gold in my closet, man. These are really jerseys that I've won by beating Noah's ass in fantasy football. He got to buy me a jersey every single time I win.
The only jersey you've gotten from me is CJ Stroud, and the record is still 2-1 to me.
Oh,
I got this Ja'Marr Chase shirt. Oh, that was Christmas, wasn't it? You were like, I feel bad for you.
I feel bad for yourself. I feel bad for you. I can't help you suck.
Fuck you, Noah.
Man.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Hey, man. That's just how we do. Hey, listen, man. Everybody, listen. Thanks for listening to the pod, but join us. Like, we're going to do some things over in the off season. Like, I want to get a Dynasty startup rolling for some people that don't play Dynasty that want to play Dynasty. Being the Craft Man, go set up some best balls for your ass. So we like to play a little best ball. We do it all. So come join our small community that we got and play some fantasy football with us. And, you know, a lot of people like to play, but some people don't have people to play with.
They won't beat us.
They won't beat us. But it's fun. The participation trophies are all their thing and their age these days.
We hand them out.
But you know,
like just Hollywood Squares.
But yeah, man, just come join us. Like some people have already talked to me about wanting to play Dynasty because they hear me talk about it, but they don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to Dynasty. They just know redraft and stuff like that. So we're gonna be trying to set up some leagues. We just want everybody to just join us, just have fun with us, to play some redraft. I mean, we had some guys playing best ball that we don't even know like that. I had my cousin on, and hell, Jimmy Hughes. Hell, shout out to Jimmy. I ain't seen him in a while. He played some best balls with us. I mean, guys like that. I mean, just
didn't win.
I ain't been here in a long time. I miss Jimmy.
Yeah, so just. Anyways, I don't want to rant too much, but thanks for listening to the podcast. And if you check our info, we got everything on there: YouTube, Spotify, Apple. Just help us out with a 5-star review. That thing really helps out the algorithm. And if you're on YouTube, add it, subscribe. We're trying to build our subscribers. We're new to YouTube, so bear with us. We'll be adding to that page a little bit, but you're talking to some knuckleheads. We're all a bunch of we got C Swizzy, and then my guy John Johnson going to join us. They know a little bit, but when you talk about me and Kraft, man, like we don't know a damn thing, but we trying to make it work. We just know the fake stuff. Kraft, man, anything you want to say before we roll out and really get to rolling?
No, I mean, I think you covered it all. I mean, we suck at technology. Brad over here, we brought him on for the podcast. He's even worse than us. Noah, yeah, he can do some things, but he's really terrible at everything he does. So I wouldn't count on him to do anything good.
Except for winning fantasy championships.
Woo! Oh man. Oh man. Real quick, I always, when Chris is on here, I like to brag about my guys. These guys, we ain't just a bunch of suckers. I didn't win any championships this year, but I won my main league, and I'll live with that till the day I die. But Brad, he done won a couple championships. Noah Dick Blow, I've seen him win. I've seen him go to the championship. Craftman's always winning and being in the mix. Swizzy, everybody laughs at every trade Chris makes. But what do you know? He's always in the championships and stuff like that. So we got some real good players, and we're not here just specifically giving out advice, but, we're just like, we're not
do what
idiots.
you want to do.
Yeah, that's the main advice. Do what the fuck you want to do.
Be ballsy, baby. Be ballsy.
Man.
Make some dumbass picks. It don't make a shit.
It don't. It don't. Man, that was the best advice you're going to get on any podcast out there. Do what the fuck you want to do. And with that said, tonight's episode is players we are planning on being in on next year. Things are always subject to change because, like I said last episode, Super Bowl ain't even happened yet. We're talking about next year already because that's just what the fuck we do. I know me and the Craft Man, we'll probably dive into some rookies here soon. And, but, like I said, some of this stuff will probably be at cost as well. We don't want to just be like, I mean, me and Craftman could easily come on here and say,
Barkley.
Yeah, I can come on here, Saquon, Jamar, any motherfucker can say that. So, Craftman, why don't you start us on off, big dog?
All right. Well, my main guy next year to be in on, I don't know, Matt. I don't know if you're going to agree with it or not, but these other two, I think they'll be in. But Chase Brown, I think I'm going to be in on him. I would take him as early as the second round next year. He was just a freaking stud in the second half of the season once Zach Moss kind of went down. And if they're going to sign T. Higgins, they already paid Joe Burrow. They got to pay Jamar Chase. Why in the hell would they spend any kind of capital or any kind of money on the running back position after Chase Brown just did what he did last season? So this is mostly redraft. I don't know what the long-term outcome of Chase Brown is, but I got a couple stats on him for Chase Brown. So through weeks 9 through 17, he was on pace for 76 receptions for 600 yards and almost 1,300 yards rushing and 12 touchdowns. That's his 17-game pace. He was the RB6 on the season. I mean, and that's only playing 3/4 of the season. So Joe Mixon was great with the Bengals forever, and he wasn't super explosive, but the scoring opportunities is always there, and the receiving work is definitely there. And even if T. Higgins leaves, that's just more receiving work for Chase Brown. So I'm gonna be all in on Chase Brown next year. What do you think, Brad?
I agree. I think he's a good pull. It all depends on where he goes. It's just like anything else. I mean, if he goes above, Derrick Henry, I mean, that's kind of dumb, but but if you can get him as your second RB,
James Cook or Chase Brown?
I think they're both equal. I would take either one of them. I like both of them.
Okay, what do you think, Noah?
Chase Brown,
around that area though.
Yeah, definitely around that area. But
Breece Hall,
Chase Brown.
I'll take him over Breece. Yeah,
that was tough. Listen, I really do agree with what Craftman is saying. The only what was I saying? The only disconnect that I would have is the dynasty perspective. The only thing I would ask is he going to survive the draft coming up? Because there's allegedly a lot of NFL, a lot of rookies, a lot of running backs is what I'm saying. So it's allegedly a heavy running back class. and you could bring in a cheap running back too. That would be my only thing. So my question would be for like Dynasty is he a sell high in Dynasty today? If
they need defense. So the Bengals really need defense.
Yeah. Agreed. So I agree with that. So if he's going to survive the draft and you agree with it, I mean, why the fuck not? I mean, he's going to go off again next year. It's literally what Craftman just said. I agree word for word from then. So basically, my only thing is do you want to sell high? Do you want to or do you risk him surviving the draft? It sounds like he'll probably survive the draft because they need defense so bad.
I agree. Too.
I think so. I mean, the Bengals are not a committee RB situation usually. You usually see them just pick one workhorse and go with them. So I would go with Chase Brown. I think he's going to be a good player.
I mean, they're definitely going to bring in a second running back, but they're like you said, they're not going to spend a high draft pick on him.
No.
And why would you? I mean, I really feel like Chase Brown had like an Austin Eckler type breakout last year.
Exactly.
Oh, he proved himself.
Yeah.
Man, I got to give me the Craftman. I got to, show me and Craftman some love. Because when we were doing them rookies 2 years ago, we were saying we liked Chase Brown coming out of Illinois. And that was just us watching tape, not knowing a damn thing about him. So, yeah.
I had him in the Dynasty before they vultured that shit.
Yeah. Hey, we had a trade go down. We had a trade go down last year in Dynasty. It was Chase Brown for J.K. Dobbins. I would say the Chase Brown.
I'd say Chase Brown won it.
And what do you think about the trade I just did? I gave up 2 firsts, a 26 and what did I do? 25 and 26 first for Chase Brown.
What was the 25?
We're gonna have to drop an episode.
It was a 107 and a 26 first. My 26 first.
I mean,
Superflex?
Superflex.
Yeah, Superflex.
I would just say whoever you did that trade with, they sold high. That's what I would say. I mean, you bought,
think
sold high, and it's going to pay back. The White Snake. Shout out to the Levi, the White Snake. Yeah. Sorry ass motherfucker. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Look, I think that trade could pay off next year, and it could not. You know what I'm saying? It's a dynasty trade.
Like I said, man, got to be ballsy to win.
Yep.
Got to.
What's the price on Chase Brown in Dynasty, though? Is it like Kenneth Walker?
Well,
higher.
Yeah.
Higher?
Probably.
Kenneth Walker, yeah.
Yep.
You think so, man?
After this year, he's yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely be hard to say. I'm good.
James Cook is where you don't. Him and James Cook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Him and James Cook are like
that really is
lockstep.
That's them.
Yeah.
I like that.
Hey, man, I'm with you. I feel like that was a good one to start off on because the old Noah Dickblow over here just bought Chase Brown, getting ready to win a championship. So, you paid 2 firsts for him. So that seems like the price, a first plus at least for Chase Brown at this point. And if you really believe he had that Austin Eckler breakout and he's about to do it again, his dynasty outlook has probably looked pretty good, maybe even beyond this year, So,
I mean, you always want the Bengals running back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certain teams, you just want the right running back. Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, shoot, toss us another name out there, man.
What you got?
You got one for us?
I need a drum roll for this one. This is going to be the biggest one of the night. Motherfucking T. Higgins, baby. Let's go. He's coming back to Cincy. Look, I know his hamstrings are bad on Fridays when he gets hurt in practice. But when that man's healthy, I'm about to read you. The first 2 games he came back, they were a little slow. 5 and 9 points and high PPR. And then he went on a tear. 24, 11, 16, 25, 15, 17, 15, 35. Not to mention the 40-point game he gave me in the championship this year. Second round pick.
Second round, though.
Listen, man, I want to go ahead and say, because I'm a Clemson fan, so I've always been a T. Higgins guy, but I always said that if T. Higgins really wasn't paired up with Jamar Chase, I really really do. And he didn't have all his shenanigans that he'd be go on with. I mean, he had games where he'd come in and play one play and then sit out the rest of the game, like that kind of stuff. If he didn't have that on him, we would definitely view T. Higgins up there like top of tier 2. But talent wise, he's better than Amon Ra. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Man, I don't know about all that.
You don't believe him?
I love some
talent wise.
I wouldn't go that far.
T. Higgins would be a tier 1 guy. T. Higgins, man, Amon Ra's a little slot guy, man. This dude T. Higgins is a man out there, bro. We'd be viewing him like Jamar and Justin Jefferson and all them if he was in Buffalo with Josh Allen or something like that. Yeah, bro. I said it last year. I say it again, and I'll say it next year, man. He's a bad man. When y'all were talking about you'd rather have Stephon Gilmore over T. Higgins, I was saying that's fucking crazy.
Stephon Diggs, you mean? Stephon Diggs?
Whatever. Man, the tall boys must be getting to me. But motherfucking Stephon Diggs, I mean, come on, man. We got to – talent-wise, we got to view T. Higgins as what he is, man. This dude is one of the baddest mans out there. This dude is definitely – obviously I want CD and Jamar over these guys, but I'm just saying, like, talent-wise, like, holy shit, man. I mean, the dude's definitely talent-wise better than Amon Ra. I would say, and I'm an Amon Ra guy. Amon Ra's tier 1 for me, and his situation is better, but, I mean, T. Higgins is a bad man. I'm with Noah They Blow on that one.
I mean, I'm with Noah, too. I would love to – I mean, maybe not in the second round. I don't think he's going to go in the second round, though, so that's the thing. Noah's saying he would take him in the second round. I think you could easily get him in the third next year, which would be a smash deal. That's just easy money. But T. Higgins, I made in Yahoo, Brad, I made a shit ton of terrible trades that almost screwed me out of a championship. But T. Higgins was one of my constant guys that was like,
I know.
He almost led me to the championship. So
I know.
But the injury thing is a problem. He don't need to practice on Fridays.
Right.
Wednesdays and Thursdays for T. Higgins. You need to take off Fridays. His hamstrings can't handle it.
I know. You don't need to wear orange. You don't need to play for the Bengals. You don't.
I mean,
I'm a Higgins hater. Yeah, that's how it is. I'm a Higgins hater. Yeah, it's like
he don't even want him to come to the Packers. He wants DK Metcalf over T. Higgins to the Packers.
I take Metcalf over Higgins. Yeah.
Why don't you like him,
to the Packers? He's just a bigger. I just think Metcalf will be a bigger force to deal with. On the outside type stuff. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll fall for Higgins later in life. Maybe I will.
Injury history, man.
I mean,
it's the injury history.
Yeah,
for sure, man.
But T. Higgins
that's
gonna
the
be
only thing that holds him back.
Yeah,
gonna be, man. I'm with you. That was a good one, though. NDB. Brad, you got any of them for us? Oh, go ahead.
I gotta disagree.
One for you. I got one for you right here.
Hold on. Go ahead, Kraft, man. If you got to disagree,
CMC, baby. CMC. I tell you what.
God.
I tell you what.
God.
Motherfucking C. He's going to be good this year.
No fucking way.
He might have Das Boot. Das Boot is taken off, but he's going to be all right. Because he's coming back.
Man, hey.
And I'll take him I hope he goes later in the first, like 12th, 11th, 12th. I know he's not. If he gets there, though, I would definitely take his ass.
Freaking. I mean, we've had these years. You got these years with CMC where it's like he had this year that just disappointed you. And all the years have been the years that I had him. So.
He's going to leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. Not gay. But you know what I'm saying?
No homo.
No homo. But, but he's going to be – I think he's going to be back to CMC form,
Yeah.
Well, his ass left because he knows I'm right. You know why? Because I traded his ass to him.
I traded for his ass.
James Cook.
Yes.
And won the championship.
Man, let's go. I'm with you. Like, if you're in redraft, I just don't say why not, honestly. Like, why not take a draft pick? He ain't getting to Brad because if he gets to me, he ain't getting past me. I guess I have to see what the board looks like.
I ain't falling for it.
So he ain't none of y'all getting because I lost in the first round.
Sure did.
Go ahead, Crabman. Let's hear what you got.
No, I was just saying I ain't.
Did I lose to you in the first round, NDB?
You sure did, big dog.
Son of a motherfucking bitch. All right, go ahead, Crabman.
Keep it in the crew.
No, I agree. I agree with Brad. I can't deal with a headache no more. I've had him like 4 years, and it's been the 4 years where he didn't play. So it was just like, but I know the smart thing to do is like when you go into the next year's draft, if it's not a major injury like an ACL or a dislocated kneecap like Tank Dell or something, the best thing to do is just throw that all aside and just draft him like he's fresh and ready to roll. But yeah, man. It would be so damn tough to take Christian McCaffrey. So if Derrick Henry's here, I'll take Derrick Henry. If
would we agree
That's
that can we say this? CMC is going to be the hardest pick in redraft this next year because nobody fucking knows what to do with his ass.
Right.
He's going to be healthy.
In the first round he's
going to be healthy though.
He was out the whole yeah.
He's out of Das Boot.
Yeah, man. Shit. I'm with you. I just think CMC. It's like, man, it might be the biggest high risk, high reward pick in fantasy football next year. What about this?
Ballsy. It's ballsy.
What about this? What about any worried? They softened his load a little bit. Any kind of concerns for that?
No.
Probably not. When he came back this year in the 3 games that he played, he was getting it all. Jordan Mason was just like,
Mason at
great
all.
job, buddy, but you're not Christian McCaffrey. Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm with you. I'm with you. I like it. Y'all got another name y'all want to toss out?
Noah. Well, Noah just went. Go ahead, Matt. You ain't went yet.
Oh, yeah, it is my turn. Man, well, hell, Crabman knows what I'm going to say because I'm going to go ahead and harp on it again because now we know that the Chicago Bears got a head coach up in there.
Oh,
and
God.
My main man, Odunze. I've been saying it, and I've been saying it for a little while, that he's the best buy low in Dynasty. We're about to see this man pop off this year. This is going to be the year he pops off where he has that season where what am I trying to say? Like Malik Neighbors, he popped off some this year. Brian Thomas Jr. really popped off this year. I had been saying since last year, I said Rome Odunze is going to be ass his rookie year. They're going to suck. Because I'm rating for this year right here, right now. I think Rome Odunze is going to really put himself up in there as one of these tier 2 type guys. Like, by the end of it, we're going to be talking about him. And like, I ain't going to say he's going to be a Drake London. A top. I think we could put him in the Drake London category when it's over with. He's not going to be a tier 1 guy. I don't view him like that. But I view him as a tier 2 guy because talent-wise, I thought he was as good as Malik Neighbors and stuff like that. When we were breaking down the film back last year doing Rome Odunze, I thought Rome Odunze was closer to Malik Neighbors than
yeah.
I know Marv, his shine's kind of worn off a little bit, but Rome Odunze was closer to Malik Neighbors than Malik Neighbors was to Marv, in my opinion. So I'm a Rome Odunze guy. I went and spent a rookie draft pick on him, and I wasn't going to let him go, expecting him to be ass. And I know we got some Chicago Bears people here, and y'all don't want to hear it. But Caleb Williams, if this guy's really this little generational talent, I know we get a generational talent every year somehow, but if this guy is like really going to be good, like people think he's going to be good, well, here's his number 1 receiver right here. I want the number 1 guy. I'm going to go ahead and take a shot on somebody like Rome Odunze. So next year I'm in because his price is going to be, it's got to be low. This man was like out of the top 40 last year in wide receiver. So this dude's price got to be low as can be. I'm going to take him, and I'm going to hope it works out for the best. Let's what say you? Any of y'all? Where do you
think Rome Odunze is going to end up? Like,
where's he going? The 5th or 6th?
He'll probably go lower than that.
Then that's a good pick. I'm all about them late round wide receivers, baby.
Yeah. Andy B, go ahead, man. You got something to say? If you got something to say, then go ahead and say it. Then, goddamn.
I just want to know where you think he's going to end up ranking wise. Like, what players is he
Hey.
going to be above?
Top 12. He's going to be a top 12 guy.
No.
Wide receiver 1.
No.
Okay. All right. Hold on. All right. Maybe I'll go too much, but top 18. He's going to be a top 18 guy.
Top 25.
Top 25.
Well,
Yep.
JSN or
JSN.
or Rome Odunze.
JSN.
look,
JSN.
I view them in the same light because you said JSN was the best buy low in Dynasty last year. And I'm saying this year, Rome Odunze is the best buy low in Dynasty.
He was right. He was right.
So
he was right.
He was right. Craftman was right. So this year is my turn to take a stand on the guy. This year is Odunze.
Shut up, Brad.
Who traded him? Man, my motherfucker don't practice what he preaches, does he? Come on now.
I said, then why'd you trade his ass?
I did
know
get
about
T.
that
Higgins. I got T.
You did
Higgins.
get T. You did get T.
Well, okay then. But that's what I'll say. Like, I'm just a bigger Rome Odunze guy, and it's because I watched him at Washington with Penix, and I watched him. You know, I didn't watch him last year. What was there to watch? He's a good football player.
I think he's a good player. Yeah. I just don't think the Bears are a good team.
Hey, and listen,
that's the problem. That's the problem.
I want to say something about Brad because I don't know how much Brad even listens to us, but I always talk about organizations being buttoned up, and the Bears are never fucking buttoned up. And but the thing is, it's like at some point, some of these things got to change. Like Detroit, they were never buttoned up my whole life. They're buttoned up now.
I get it. Yeah.
So now I want to say is the Bears, you better not fuck this up. That's all I'm saying because if Caleb Williams is really that guy, if you fuck up the Caleb Williams thing, they're just gonna be like the Jets. They'll never be buttoned up. So let's button it up and let's let this be the opportunity where you turn things around finally.
The Bears had this same issue with Trubisky. You know, they could have had Patrick Mahomes. No, they got Mitchell Trubisky. Trubisky. Look how drunk I am. And now they got Caleb Williams. Oh, they could have had the Washington Redskins quarterback.
Yeah.
But they always F up. Sorry, I forgot what this is a regular channel. But you know,
they fuck up. They fuck up
bad.
They always fuck up with their picks. You know, it's like, and they can't ever like make a quarterback. It's just it's the Bears way. The Bears. That's what they do.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Well, I got one more thing I want to pull up because everybody talked about how bad
stat bitch
Caleb Williams. Stat bitch. We need that one. We need that one on there.
Pop up
you do. You got a button. Stat bitch.
Well, hell, I can't bring it up. But if you put the side-by-side numbers, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, they're not that different. That's all I'm going to say.
Towards the end of the season.
Jaden Daniels, to me, though, is proving he's better. I would obviously. I'm talking about real football now.
The only difference between Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams is Jaden Daniels wins,
and he had no weapons either. Really, he had Austin Eckler and Terry McLaurin.
Give him credit.
He's got one of the
Scary Terry. Yeah.
That's what I said. I said Eckler and Scary Terry.
Yeah, Scary Terry. Yeah, but you're right.
I don't consider them top tier guys though.
Yeah,
Scary Terry. He was good. He was really good at one time.
I mean, Scary Terry's been good his whole career, just didn't have the quarterback. But I'm actually with Matt on this, where I hate the Bears probably just as much as anybody else. And
as I do. I wake up every morning just like.
That's how I feel about the motherfucking Georgia Bulldogs.
Man, don't start.
Hey, they better hope. Hey, they better hope we don't bring college football to the Fake Stuff podcast. But fireworks might spark. Go ahead, Craft Man. Go ahead. Go ahead and talk about how you agree with me.
I was really just saying, like last year we were talking about the Bears, and I was just like, why the hell are we drafting Rome Odunze this high? Why the hell are we drafting DJ Moore and Keenan Allen this high? And it didn't work out. But next year, I think I would think that people would back off a little bit. And Odunze will probably be going after the pick he went this year. So
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
I think Ben Johnson coming in makes a big difference. The Bears are still going to finish 4th in the division.
Yeah.
There ain't no doubt about that. But they could be over 500. They could be a 9-18. They could be an 8-19. They could be better than they were last year. I really do. I think Caleb Williams is a good quarterback. So
That's what they said last year.
I do.
Roma Odunze finished as the wide receiver 49 last year. That's so ass. That is so bad. I want to go buy him everywhere I can if I could. I already got him. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, all right. Toss out let's somebody toss out another name. I'm gonna go grab me another brewski.
All right. Well, my next name, I hate that Matt ain't here. He's going to go grab him a beer, but Lad McConkey, my favorite player.
Oh, yes.
McConkey Donkey?
Lad McConkey.
McConkey, baby.
Even if the Chargers did bring in a wide receiver next year, where it's just like they have an alpha on the outside, Lad McConkey is going to just thrive in the slot. He's just going to eat and eat and eat.
I agree. Yeah.
No, we sat there on Prize Picks every fucking week.
Yeah.
Smash.
From week 14 to 18 or whatever, week 12 to 17, his yardages were at
at 70 to 75 yards every single week.
Yeah.
Bring the stats.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring the stats. Noah, we ain't got a stat bitch, so you go ahead and talk about Lad McConkey while I get his stats up right quick.
No, he was balling the whole year. He was balling.
Yeah, I mean, even at Georgia, I loved him. I knew coming in the league. I drafted him in the first round in the Dynasty League. Yep. I knew he was going to be great. I think the only thing that can actually hurt him is injuries, but I'm not going to wish that upon a player like that.
Yeah.
Well,
I think you're right. He's going to be good from here on out.
Well, I got his stats from week 11 on, so that's usually when rookies kind of come about.
Right.
Half of the season.
Yep.
Receiver rookies. So this is just his points. I'm going to give you his points. I'm going to give you his yardages. So in points from week 11 on, 15, 11, 16, 14, 11, 25, 14. Yardages was crazy. He didn't score a whole lot of touchdowns. He only scored 3 touchdowns in that span. 123 yards, 83, 117, 58, 87, 94, 95.
Nice.
That's some serious.
That's good yard. That's good. That's solid. A solid play every week. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you ever see his yards on Prize Picks under 75, just hit.
But where's he go? Where do you think he's going to go next?
Third, fourth round.
Third or fourth?
I mean, I made the argument in the offseason of it's easy ABC 1, 2, 3. Keenan Allen leaves, Lad McConkey comes in.
Sure.
So you got to believe in the talent of Lad McConkey, which I did and Noah did for sure. And it ended up being that way where it was just like Keenan left, Lad came in. He wasn't necessarily Keenan Allen. I'm not saying that he was as good as Keenan Allen.
He could be, though.
Well, they don't play the same role either.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
but
the targets.
He's definitely the number one target in that offense. So.
For sure. And he's not just this normal slot guy, Wes Welker, Julian Edelman type guy. You see Lad McConkey breaking down,
he can stretch the
50 yard. He can stretch the field. So he gets used in different ways. And if you ever want to, Lad McConkey's a white guy. I mean,
what?
Yeah, he's a white guy. But
I'm not
if you look at his NFL combine, he was comparable vertical leap, speed, everything to Garrett Wilson. I mean, he was comparable in every aspect to Garrett Wilson. So
stop it,
Lad, come on, baby, let's go.
Let's hear what
I'm just kidding,
Lad, Matt.
No, listen, I agree. I'm with crap. I'm assuming this was a Lad McConkey segment of the podcast. I had to go grab me a brewski and a crack it. Listen, man, Lad McConkey, I had always said he was good, but I knew he was around all these Georgia fans. So when we were doing like best balls and stuff like that, they were drafting him real high. I was like, man, I ain't drafting Lad McConkey that high. But I mean,
remember when I took Lad over Odunze?
I do, and that was a good pick. I mean, I ain't gonna say. I mean, I like Roma Odunze. I think talent-wise, Odunze would be better, but McConkey is the man. He's a bad man. I mean, so you definitely can't hate on a pick like that. So I'm with you. That's why Kraft Man is the Kraft Man. That's why Kraft Man goes out there and gets McConkey instead of Ron Odunze, because he just does what the fuck he wants to do. And so I'm with you. I mean, our guy, he's part of the team, Big Dunk, hadn't been on a little while, but he'll be on during the offseason. He called Lad McConkey, called him Cole Beasley. Man, holy shit. You way off on that one. Way off on that one.
You catch that shit like this.
This is the same guy that lived and died with Jerry Jeudy and Kyle Pitts for 4 years.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
Oh,
So,
Big Dunk.
He was wrong about that one. Yeah, McConkey all the way. So, I mean, where does McConkey go? Where do you think he goes in redraft?
3rd or 4th for me.
Yeah.
He should
Probably
go.
so.
He should go around that area.
Yep. I'm with you. All in.
I might consider taking him over Neighbors, actually, in redraft.
Yeah, I would. I agree with you.
So I feel like he'll be going real high if you would consider that then.
I don't think that
You know?
that's where he's going to go. I think that's where Noah said he'd take him, but I really don't think he's going to go that high.
Where do you think he'll go?
That's it.
I mean, I don't think he's going to go around Neighbors. I think Neighbors is going to be a second-round
Well,
pick.
I know he's not going to go around Neighbors. I'm just saying I would take him over Neighbors.
Cortland Sutton,
Oh, that ain't
yeah,
right.
I'd take him over Sutton.
Terry McLaurin.
Nah, that's a hard one.
McLaurin.
Yeah, I want McLaurin on that one.
See, I would take McConkey.
I'd
Over
take
McLaurin?
McLaurin just because of the quarterback situation.
I want the touchdowns, and McLaurin gets them.
Right.
NDB, what you
Scary Terry.
sipping on over there?
It's a Atlanta hard cider.
Atlanta.
I got it from Kroger.
Hey, man. NDB, next time I come down there, save me one of them, man.
Hey, son, come to my crib. We can podcast here. I got a little office.
That's
Even
a
got
sponsor.
blinds right here. We can open up the
Hey.
blinds.
Hey, I've already told Kraft Man off season. I mean, we're gonna have to figure out what we're doing since we're on YouTube. We might have to hop in Kraft Man's garage a little bit, and
That's the place to
We'll
be.
figure it out.
That's a place to be.
We'll set the camera up way back in the garage, and we'll just go that way.
we'll make it work. All right. So we got it. Any more names we got on out there?
I
No,
got.
we got
yeah.
names.
Yes, sir. Toss them on out.
This one makes me a little bit sad to say.
Oh,
Chubba Hubbard,
Brad.
baby. Chubba.
Jameson Williams,
Let me tell you. Let me tell you about
Jameson
Chubba.
that motherfucker, dude. I swear, if Amarad just don't lateral the fucking ball, I win the championship.
I would, and truthfully, Chubba is like a third or fourth quarterback.
But Jameson
I mean,
Williams,
running
I don't. Ben Johnson leaving, I don't think it's.
That's who
gonna
I'm
affect
gonna
him.
take.
He can stretch the field. He's a good receiver. I can see him being the next T. Higgins.
Chubba.
Who
I'll
we
take
talking
Chubba.
about?
Jameson Williams.
Oh,
No,
you-
you,
we
no,
went
you,
wrong. Yeah, we went wrong.
no,
We
you
went-
go first. Would you, Jameson? And
Oh,
no,
me and Brad
man.
talking again?
Oh, I just want to know where Brad's coming up with all these motherfucking How the hell he coming up with all these little things? He's just got Chubba on his lap.
show it again, Brad. Show it
Wait,
again.
wait.
Show it again, Brad.
You got to crank it up,
Oh,
and then you got to
Brad
put
is
it down.
weird.
man, hold on, man. Let's just do Chubba first, then, since I done cracked a joke about it, and then we'll let that NDB say what he got to say about Williamson. But go ahead, Chubba Hubbard. Go ahead, then.
Man, Chubba almost destroyed me in the playoffs, baby. I was worried about his ass. I'm just saying, I think he's the best thing on the Panthers, and I think that's all that is on the Panthers.
Yeah.
I mean, and where he's going to go, I think he's going to go in third, fourth round. I mean,
You think?
I feel like he'll be cheaper. I hope.
I hope.
Like fifth.
If I can get him in the fourth, that gives me four running backs with Chubba Hubbard. I'll take it.
Chuba or Joe Mixon?
I'll take Chuba.
Connor or Chuba.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one.
Hey, that is a tough one. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
I feel like the Panthers are kind of coming. Like if you saw them at the end of this year, they were kind of stepping it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I feel like next year they could, and he's a focal point. You know what I'm saying? I know they have that new running back that they got, but he ain't shit. Yeah.
Well, he's hurt. He's hurt anyway. And Brad, I mean, just to pick on you a little bit, Chubba just got paid, man.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Say it ain't so.
He sure did.
But how much did he get paid? How much? Can he live off of it?
Yeah, I mean, he did. He just got him a little contract. So
Did
it's
he
like,
buy a Ferrari and run some motherfuckers over? No.
hell, hope not. And what's his name just got hurt again, last year. So it's like they'll be easing him back in slow again. So I think Chubba is definitely a play for sure. I think it'll be cheaper too.
Yeah.
Do y'all think he's an outlier though from this year? Do you think it's going to continue to next year? Because we usually don't draft running backs off bad teams. Like, bottom line.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's the focal point, like I said.
He's the only. He's the only.
His name is Chubba.
I think he could take a step up with Bryce Young playing better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seemed like he's playing better this year. At the end.
I mean, next season is something different, but
Right.
It's not a trap.
I don't think so. You get a good third
Could be a
RB
trap.
out of him.
Could be.
if anything.
Hey, I know this podcast is all about like trying to get my secrets out.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out, like who I'm picking, who I'm not. I'm just kidding.
That is one thing.
It's a very elaborate.
I said that's what I was saying to Crackman. It's like once you do this podcast, it's over with. Like everybody's gonna know everything. All right, NDB, go ahead, slide us on that motherfucking Jameson Williams. We all every year. I guess this year it ain't gonna be Craftman bringing them up. It's gonna be NDB bringing them up.
Oh, man,
Go ahead.
Like I said, this one makes me sad because he beat me in the fucking championship. But I think he's the next T. Higgins, man. He can stretch the field. He's a good receiver. He's got that swag about him. I got a feeling about him. I'm with Kraft.
No.
You gonna bet on him?
Yeah. Process.
You see,
Yeah.
you see the little like ironic situation that you're gonna bet on Jameson, because he likes betting on everything else.
I won't get in trouble. I'll bet for him.
I mean,
Yeah.
me personally, you don't want to hear my opinion on this. Ben Johnson leaving, it don't hurt Amon-Ra, it don't hurt D-Mont, and it don't hurt Gibbs, but it sure as fuck hurts Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams ain't gonna be a jack shit next year.
Damn.
Damn.
Well, don't draft the motherfucker then. Let me
I
have
won't.
him.
I won't. I ain't drafting that. I ain't drafting that motherfucker for nothing. I ain't. Not
I
where he's
will,
gonna be going.
because you know what? That's where I draft wide receivers at.
Yeah, I
Would
was
you-
about to say.
You feel good about Jameson though, Matt? And am I the only one that feels bad about him?
Nah, look, I mean,
After switching, I loved him.
it's kind of like what Brad just said. I mean, it's just where is he going?
It
That's the
depends
thing.
where you draft receivers at. It's like
Yeah,
if you
but-
want a mid-tier wide receiver, I think he's good.
Would you take him in the 4th or 5th?
Hell no, man.
I take him in the 5th.
Hell no. I might put NDB off the stage for that one, man.
Where would you take him?
I take him in the 6th.
Who would you take above him?
Name me some players. You name him, I'm probably taking him.
Amon-Ra. I would take him. Ra.
No,
I
I
don't
mean,
know,
or
man.
Jameson?
who?
DK or Jameson?
No, probably DK.
Okay.
Damn,
That's
I
a
feel like
good
you're
name.
pretty high on Jameson then.
I'm high on Jameson.
All right, give me another
Jordan
name.
Addison.
You got another name in?
Keenan Allen
I'm
or Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams.
I'd
Jordan
probably take
Addison.
Williams over.
Jordan Addison. He's touchdown.
Addison, yeah.
Yeah. That one is
let's
tougher, though. I
see.
feel like it's tougher than you
Zay
think.
Flowers. Zay Flowers.
Don't ask
I'm
that
taking
question.
Zay over Jameson.
No, fuck Zay.
I'm definitely taking Zay. That one ain't even close. Where's Zay finished? He was in the top 12 for the longest, wasn't he?
Wide receiver 24.
Oh, God. Forget I said that now.
Jameson,
All right.
wide receiver 19.
Yeah, get out of here.
I might just add my take me out this damn stage then, goddamn. I mean, shit.
Brad, you're next, buddy. Everybody else
Yeah,
got kicked
man.
out.
Yeah, get luck, motherfucker.
All right, now I'll admit that one's a little closer. But if Craftman's right, Jameson Williams is gonna get hurt by Ben Johnson leaving. Could be a
He's the only one. I think Laporta's going to be more involved next year.
Oof. Yeah, because
Laporta had a down year.
Jameson Williams getting involved this year clearly hurt Laporta. So, it's just one of those things. Hell, I think Gibbs is going to hurt David Montgomery some this year. I think it's just going to look a little different this go round. Yeah,
I think you're right with Gibbs. I think he's kind of taking that number one role.
I think I need to go to the next guy on my list, David Montgomery.
Oh,
go ahead, let's go.
Man's a touchdown machine, dude.
He is.
Half a touchdown goblin on Prize Picks.
He is.
Mash.
Man. Hey, man. Free square, motherfucker.
Free square. Free square.
I do agree with that. If he's when it comes to gambling, if he's at 0.5, that is a smash every single time.
He's a touchdown machine.
He is. They throw him at the line. They do.
12 to 15 points a week, guaranteed almost. Right. What can you ask from a flex?
So you're going to be all in on Demon at price next year, is what you're saying? Like,
depends on the price. What do you think he's going to go?
He's going to be a 4th, 5th, right?
Hell yeah.
He's going to be a 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I take over his ass.
I just think this year, don't you think he cuts into it? Don't you think they get Jahmyr Gibbs involved a little bit more? Like a little bit more of the split?
Why would they do that when risking injury?
Because he's a fucking beast, man.
They were doing good splitting it 50-50. Only reason Gibbs went off like he did is because Montgomery got hurt.
I agree with Noah. Like, why change what's working?
But
you got to keep Gibbs healthy.
Gibbs was still relevant, even when they're both playing.
Yeah, I think there's a debate that Jahmyr Gibbs could be the 101 in redraft.
Yeah,
he's the most consistent player out there.
Yeah.
So it's just like, if you got somebody the caliber as a 101 guy, let's get him involved a little bit more. I'm not even saying cut David Montgomery out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying just a tad bit more. Let's slide it just a little bit Jahmyr Gibbs' way. Give him a little more. I'm just saying maybe Montgomery takes just a slight tick back. That's all I'm saying. Montgomery's still going to be good. Hell, me and you got him. I'm going to still put him in the lineup.
55-45, but smart organizations ain't going to hurt their star players.
It needs to be 65-35. That's what it needs to be. It's time
Not all
to
year long.
100 Montgomery until
all motherfucking year long, baby.
I think Gibbs can handle that, man, all year long. Like they're not gonna do that.
He don't even.
Jahmyr,
man, hold on. Jahmyr Gibbs, he does not get hit like that, man.
He hits other people like that,
and he goes out. He gets out of bounds and stuff. I'm telling you, man. It's just I wish.
And he's a passing back.
I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs is a bad man. The baddest. He's the best player on the football field when he's on the football field. Let's just be real.
You're right.
He's a bad man. It's time to add. Other than Jameson Williams, I know this is a Jameson Williams podcast for the past few years. It has been,
Jameson Williams podcast.
But I'm just saying, like, all I'm saying is let's just push Monty just back just a tad, man, just a tad. That's all I'm asking. Put him in the goal line still. It don't matter.
That's what we want, though. That's what Noah. That's what Noah.
Touchdowns.
Yeah, that's what Noah wants is for him to get pushed back in ADP. That's what
I'll be fine with it.
Man.
That is one of the only teams that you can pick that second running back, and still feel good about.
You can start both of them on the same team.
Start both of them on the same team, yeah.
Give you 30 points in total.
Right.
Me and we can attest to that. Me and the Craft Man literally do it every week. We start Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery every single week. And I'm still going to do it this next year, even though I want him to take it back just a tad bit. But I'm with you, NDB. I ain't going to sit here and holler at you. I won't take you off the stage, I guess. I'll leave you on for the next
Appreciate it, man. Glad I get to stay this time. Good to be here.
All right. We got another name. Crab Man, I know we got more names.
Yeah, I know we
Go
got
ahead, Brad.
Who we on?
Yeah.
I like me some Mike Evans, baby.
Oh.
Yes,
Mike Evans. To me, Mike Evans is like my 2000 Land Cruiser, man. That shit, be raggedy, run down, old as shit. It starts up and it'll get you out of some bullshit, man. And that's who he is. That's what he does. He catches everything. He puts up them points, gets touchdowns. I like Mike Evans.
Hey,
of course, I would never draft a wide receiver that high. That's just crazy. I'm drafting my 4th running back by that time. I don't give a shit. But as far as wide receivers go, if you could have got him like you did last year he was way low for what his production was.
Yeah.
But this year he's going to be way up there. So, but I mean,
he's going to be in the same spot he was last year, probably like late. He went at the 2-3 turn. 2-3 turn last year. He's going to be at the 2-3 turn again.
I'm not going to take him.
I'm about to say Brad ain't touching him now.
He thinks he's a deal, though. He's putting himself out there.
I just put myself in a different perspective because I go running back tight every year. That's all I really. Once you get those the four horsemen.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have Brad when we get into the offseason. We talk some redraft strategy. We'll definitely have Brad on for them episodes for sure.
I mean, we talk about Ian being the running back whisperer, but Brad would be offended by that.
Yeah,
he ain't no running back whisperer.
That's true. I mean,
he'd be like Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs, like, I can't hear you, motherfucker.
I'm with you. Mike Evans linked up with Baker Mayfield. I mean, it'll just be the same thing with Mike Evans. Until that man retires, I guess he'll have to really fall off a cliff to really be out on Mike Evans. But it's like his style and his game, it just doesn't even seem like.
It doesn't.
Listen, I've been saying that. Listen, I like to take a little shots at my Falcons fans because I'm a Falcons fan, but we are the dumbest fans in the out there. And for years, I said when everybody was like Julio, I was like, man, dude, Mike Evans is doing better things than Julio. I'm just being honest, man. And Michael Thomas was doing better things than Julio, but Mike Evans consistent. I mean, that motherfucker ain't ever gonna fall off. I thought Mike Evans would have fell off a couple of years ago. It ain't happening, and the way that he plays football, it ain't happening until it just straight up. I mean, he's just gonna have to straight up fall off, and you'll lose that year. But it ain't happening next year, I don't think. So I'm with you, Brad.
Yeah. Well, Matt, go ahead.
Listen, man, I don't really have. Go, all right, I'll go ahead with another one. I don't have too many names. But tonight I wanted to talk about a guy, and this one's pretty obvious. But we always are talking about fuck tight ends, right?
Yeah.
So this one, my guys, I feel like people don't really talk about it, but maybe they do. I don't know. I mean, I've been in the fantasy streets, so I don't know. But the tight end that I'm in on is Trey McBride.
Yes.
Because the guy, all these tight ends, I think Trey McBride going to be the tight end one next year. That's what I think. This guy for Arizona, everybody's always like, Kyler Murray. I get it. Kyler Murray, people are hating on Kyler Murray. I get it. Like, I understand. But maybe some other quarterbacks to get a little more hate to Kyler Murray, in my opinion. And then people's like, well, he can't do nothing with Marv. Yada, yada. Okay, well, he couldn't do nothing with Marv, but he sure was supporting a tight end out there, and that tight end was Trey McBride. And we're talking about a guy who was getting like fucking 12 targets at times in games like this. But the real reason why I'm in on Trey McBride is he didn't score no touchdowns. The man didn't score no touchdowns this past year. He scored one on a fumble recovery. He scored one on a rushing touchdown.
Rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
And I think eventually they got him one receiving touchdown, I think. So my thing is he's going to get touchdowns. And I think the offense will be better in year 2. And everybody will be happy because Marv will get more involved and the offense will be a little bit better. So I think Trey McBride is that tight end. And I don't know what his cost will be. I'm pretty sure it'll probably be high.
It might be lower than last year.
What do you say? Kraft man? What do you think about where his price would be?
I really think it'll be about the same as last year. I don't think it's going to be.
It's at the same. Man, I got him at the 5th round last year.
Right. Yeah.
So if he's going at the 5th round,
with 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, if he's going at the
no tight ends did worth a shit this year, really.
Kittle did.
No, except for Kittle. Yeah.
So Trey McBride is
unless it was National Tight End Day.
Yeah. Everybody scored that day.
So yeah, Trey McBride is definitely my tight end for the that I really want. And if his price is the same as last year, then I really, really want him. And I don't like to reach on tight ends or nothing. I got him in Dynasty. Don't plan on getting rid of him anytime soon. So he's going to get a lot of targets. He's going to score touchdowns this year. So Trey McBride is the guy that I'm in on that tight end. And I fucking hate all the tight ends, you know? So fuck them all. Yeah. Except for Trey McBride. Maybe Evan Ingram.
Maybe Evan Ingram. All right, I do like that. I don't have much comments on that because if you want to bet on a guy, you want to bet on a guy to score more touchdowns than to regress on touchdowns that he scored the previous year. Like Laporta did his first year, he scored like 12, 13 touchdowns. It's like, that's not sustainable. That's not going to happen. But with Trey McBride, like with Trey McBride, 3 touchdowns. I mean, give him 6, give him 7. You know,
sky's the limit.
The sky is the limit on McBride. But we mentioned a tight end that's just going to be forgotten about like he is every year, George Kittle. I'm going to be in on George Kittle next year.
Yes, sir.
I do think Debo, he's kind of getting to the end of his career, and they might even end up trading him. So George Kittle's going to be – he's just going to be just as good as he was this year. Tight ends age gracefully. Look at Travis Kelce. You know, they don't fall off a cliff like running backs do, stuff like this. So I think George Kittle, just being older, he's going to be a good draft pick again next year. Where'd you get him at, Noah?
If George Kittle keeps it up, he can marry the biggest pop star in the world.
He's already married. We watched. But
is he married to the biggest pop star in the world?
His wife. Badass.
But is it? Is it me? I'm the problem. It's me.
I'm the problem.
Only at the 6'5" last year.
The 6'5"? Yeah.
6'5".
Taking at the 6'5" again. That's probably where he's going to go next year.
Evan Ingram went before him. And then McBride, Kincaid, Kelce, Mark Andrews, Laporta.
Over who?
Kittle.
Kittle? Yeah. It's because he had a down year the year before.
Well, he's been injured sometimes, but I got another name for you. If Matthew Stafford is back, Puka Nacua, wide receiver 1 on the season. Dude. And I'm a little bit higher on him than most people. I would take Puka over pretty much damn near. I mean, you got Jamar Chase. He's right there with Amon-Ra. I mean, you put him right there with CD, and I think he's going to be going like late first. If Stafford is there, we already had this whole Cooper Kupp situation where we don't want to draft Cooper Kupp, like Matt said. So, Puka Nacua, man, if Stafford is back next year, it's just going to be automatic. What do we look up? Me and Noah were looking up Lad McConkey from weeks 11, 17 on, and we ended up figuring out that Puka Nacua was the wide receiver 1 from weeks 11 to 17 on.
Yeah. He's a stud, man.
My thing was with Puka Nacua because I be on the Twitter streets, and some people want to put him in tier 1 with Amon-Ra and all them guys. And I'm just thinking, where the fuck is that coming from? I don't really agree with that, Brad.
Not in Dynasty. Not in
Dynasty. No, not in Dynasty.
Well, I mean, even in redraft,
I'd draft him over CeeDee Lamb.
Ooh.
That's where I'm at. I'm at.
I would.
Yeah. I just want to know where are these numbers. I mean, I'm looking at the numbers. I'm just like, I mean, where are you coming up with? You would take him at over CD. I mean, what? I don't know.
He was the wide receiver 4 his rookie year, and then at the back half of this year, he was wide receiver 1.
He was hurt a little bit this year too.
Yeah, he was hurt. He had that little knee injury he had going on for a while there.
I don't know.
Especially if Cooper goes. You know,
I just think we're putting him in a tier where it's like, how are we getting him this high? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get he's great. I would take him over any of the tier 2 guys for sure, but it's just like, I
Well,
had
like
him.
I said,
targets,
I'm
Matt.
not gonna get him because he's
Like-
a wide receiver.
I had him in redraft this year. That was my worst fucking pick this year, and I got him late in the second round.
Well, that's
I don't
because he
know.
got hurt. I mean,
got
that's
hurt,
an anomaly. The thing
I mean, even
is-
when he came back, like Brad.
What do you mean?
Brad
what do you
messaged
mean when
me
he came back?
when Brad messaged me on. He was putting it on there. He was trying to trade for Puka Nacua for Jonathan Taylor. If I make that trade, I'm way better with Jonathan Taylor than I am with somebody like Puka Nacua.
Well, you're
Well,
always
JT
better with a running back. You know, they get the ball more. They get
Well,
to touch the ball more.
Jonathan Taylor had 2 RB1 finishes in the playoffs. Like that don't happen that often, but
He
Puka
didn't do
Nacua's
nothing.
stats.
He didn't do nothing the first part of the year. Like when the end came and Jonathan Taylor, like at the end of the year, he did really well.
he
But
had 2 games at the end of the year. Jonathan
Yeah.
Taylor did.
in the
Yeah, pretty
playoffs.
much. In the playoffs.
Yeah.
In the playoffs when it mattered most.
Playoffs.
But you wouldn't expect that. But Puka was solid. He was still solid.
I would say solid
the-
is the key word. Is
No,
solid.
no, he
Yeah.
was great. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say
He was
solid. He was
great.
great.
Was he though? Was he great though? I mean,
I'm gonna do
Yeah,
it
go-
from
go.
week 10 on. Half PPR 14, 21, 16, 14, 35, 14, 9, 17.
That's pretty good.
that's not great.
You
though.
ain't happy with
That's
that?
pretty good.
That's good.
How are you not happy with
Hold
that,
on,
Matt?
that's good. That ain't CD Lamb or Amon
Yes, it
Ra and
is.
all
It
that. I
How
don't
is
know,
it
man.
not?
I'm just saying we're starting to crown this guy a little bit too early. I mean, the man
I don't
he didn't
think
even
so.
stay healthy. He missed the first 9 games of the year, and then we bring him in here and he didn't win nobody nothing. It's just like, why are we crowning him like
He missed the
that?
first 7 games.
You got to
He
look
missed
at
the first-
production.
That's a big chunk.
Matthew
That's a-
Stafford always has his one guy where he averages
Right.
8 to 12 targets a game.
And
Now,
that was
Calvin
Kyron
Johnson, Cooper
Kyron
Kupp,
Williams.
and now it's Puka Nacua. If Stafford's back next year, expect 8 to 12 targets a game.
Right.
Puka's gonna eat, man.
He's going to
It's
eat
bottom
top five
line.
next year.
He's
Top
great.
five, man.
I agree he's good. He's a great player, but it's like, let's hold up on crowning this man. Are we crowning T. Higgins? He misses a lot of games. Like, come on.
No,
we're not
that's not
crowning
the
him.
same.
It's not. It's
Not
like,
the
come
same.
on, let's just relax. Like, come on.
Did
Puka
T.
just hurt
Higgins
a
ever
lot.
finish
one
as
season.
Did T. Higgins ever finish as wide receiver 4?
I don't
No.
know, but I know this. T. Higgins is scoring 40 points in your championship. Puka Nacua is not doing that shit. He ain't
That's
doing
1
it.
week. It's 1 week.
It's just the most important week of them all.
He's from American
He ain't
Samoa.
playing for the
So-
fantasy championship,
so-
though.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, all I'm saying is like,
If you can't get there, it don't matter.
and I'm not even saying with y'all personally. I'm just saying, like, let's relax putting him up so damn high. Like, he ain't did nothing to be put up
What
there.
do you
like,
mean he ain't did nothing?
people want to put him up there with Amon Ra and CD
He should
and Justin.
be.
He should. I agree,
Ah,
Trav.
Golly, I'll take Brian Thomas Jr. over
No.
Luka.
Man, get
Yes,
the-
I
No.
will.
No.
Yeah, give me over BTJ, baby.
He probably takes
Come on now.
Odunze over him, too.
Nah, I can't do that. I admit Puka's great, but it's just like, let's quit crowning. I mean, why are we crowning him over some other people? Like, come on now, let's relax. Like, let's not put him up there with these top 4 guys just yet. Like, the man ain't even played a
Also,
whole year.
It's just the Rams' way of doing business. Basically, they have one set wide receiver that gets all the glory, and it's like, and Stafford's just like that.
But
How-
my
If
How
my
are
Stafford's
you
thing
low?
is,
gone, his stock has plummeted.
but that one guy to me is Kyron Williams.
What?
That ain't Puka.
Well,
Go look at
see,
Kyron's numbers. Go look at his numbers.
they're good.
Yeah, rushing.
They're really good.
Kyron didn't
The Rams-
receive nothing in the
Man, he
receiving
does them
game.
all. He did it, man. That dude did it all. That
Kyron
year,
had
bro.
like 200 yards receiving. He didn't do nothing in the receiving game.
receiving.
Man, come on, man. I'm just saying, pump the brakes, man. Like, I've seen Amon Ra finish as wide receiver 2 before. You know what I'm saying? I've seen CD finish as
I've
number
seen-
1.
I've seen
seen
Puka finishes as 4,
For
and
a
then he
ba-
was a wide receiver 1.5 a year.
And a rookie.
Hold up.
He's a rookie
For half a year.
when he was wide receiver 4.
Bruh.
You're talking about
He
Brian
had a
Thomas
good
where he
rookie year.
finished wide receiver 4.
He had a good rookie year. Yeah, sure. He had a good rookie year. Then he missed over half the year. I mean, T. Higgins has missed over half the year before. Why can't I bring him up? Come on now. Anybody can miss over half a year, big dog. I can do that. Come on now.
T. Higgins has Jamar Chase there. Come on, that's not even a comparison.
Man, all I'm saying is let's just pump the brakes on crowning him like that. Like we're taking him number 5 off the board.
Yeah,
wide receivers.
Yes.
Number 5 wide
easily.
receiver.
Number 5 WR, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, maybe number 2.
Man, stop, crap.
I wouldn't take
You're not taking him 2, bro. Hold on, man.
Hey, go back to
can-
last year. Who got picked at wide receiver 3?
We can have a debate.
It wasn't.
on,
It was Tyreek and CD. Jamar Chase was the big guy.
We can have a debate on 5, but 2, man, you need to pump the motherfucking brakes on 2, man. The man just missed 9 games, and they came in and put up some decent.
I mean, with his
Come on,
injury,
man.
I'd probably put him as in the top 5 wide receivers.
How long have we been doing this podcast, Matt? 3 years?
You're taking Nico over Puka. I
I'm
know
taking
you are.
Puka over Nico.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
no doubt,
come
yeah.
on, NDB, Baldy, come on now. You taking Nico
No,
over
I
Puka?
ain't taking Puka over Nico.
You ain't
Well,
taking
Slow
Puka over
down,
Nico?
Kraft.
Man, I mean,
Nico ain't doing
well,
shit.
all right, Kraft man,
Man, he was gonna be the wide receiver 1 till he got hurt.
Kraft man, go send Nico to Puka, for
Look,
Puka in the FFPC.
Hey, that's Dynasty. I told you Dynasty
I'll
was
back
different.
you.
Redraft next year. If
Hey,
Stafford is back.
We trying to win next year. Fuck that dynasty shit, bro. Go ahead and send that. Hey, go ahead and send
Hey,
that
I
trade. I'll
will.
back you. Do
I
it right
will.
now. And if it goes through, I'll back you on it. Let's go. We'll grow with
If
CD
you-
and Puka then.
If you promise me you're just trying to win next year, I don't want to hear no shit after 2025, 2026.
I'm gonna be real, Kraft man. I roll with the Kraft man. That's how I do. So if that's what you want to do, I'm with it. I want to win next year. Hey, year 3 comes along.
Puka
just
will
pick-
be wide receiver. He will be top 5 next year, no doubt. It ain't
Well.
no doubt in my mind.
Let's see. We'll have to see about that. I just want to see it first, I guess. Yeah,
You've already seen it. I mean, you just
I seen Brian Thomas Jr. do it. I seen him do it. I seen them all do it. Brian Thomas Jr. did it with Mac Jones. So I know. I'm just saying. Let's just pump the brakes on Puka Nacua just a tad. And I'm not even saying like let's put him in tier 2. I'm just saying like let's not put him with Amber Rob.
let's put him-
relax with that one.
let's put him.
I think
Let's
he's
put
an
him with
elite
them.
wide receiver.
Oh man,
Let's
Might
put
have
him with
clip-
them.
we're gonna have to clip some of these out. I'm gonna have to put some of these on. It's our best discussion of the
We're gonna have
night.
to clip this shit. We got to take off this bottom part of this screen.
Yeah. The Puka, I mean, listen, I'm a Puka guy, but it's just like, come on now, we're getting a little too far ahead of ourselves. I mean, I've seen Brian Thomas Jr. do it with a backup quarterback. A lot of these guys can do that stuff.
Are
And
you
I'm
not
not saying,
happy with 10 targets a week? Are you not happy with an average
is
of 10 targets
he
a week?
really getting 10
Not
targets a week
insane.
all the time? Is he
Okay.
really-
Okay, from week 10 on, 14, 9, 13, 8, 14, 8, 9, 14. That averages out to about 10 or 11 targets a week.
All right, but what about the first 9 games?
He was
That's what
hurt.
Cooper Cup was
All
doing.
right, then.
ball,
I spent a second-round pick on him, and he fucking killed me. He killed my ass. He sat in my IR and didn't do a damn thing all year.
Should have traded him away.
Oh, he's
That's
got buyer's
bias.
remorse.
That's
Like
what
me
I'm
with-
saying.
Dude, let me tell you a story. I had Saquon Barkley, right? And he sucked. He fucking sucked with the Giants. He killed them. And look at him. Look at his ass now.
I mean, I agree.
back
He's
up
great.
to number 1.
But
Yeah.
but it's like what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to hate on Puka, but I'm just saying we're putting him in a tier with guys that play the whole year and guys that score a lot of points the whole season. Like, I'm not ready to put him. I mean, damn. It's like I
get
said.
it. I get
Brian
it.
Thomas Jr. just did it with Mac Jones.
I
With
get it.
Mac
Well,
Jones.
you also have to put him in a tier with quarterbacks can't stay healthy. So Jamar Chase lost Joe Burrow for a while. CeeDee Lamb lost Dak Prescott for a while.
and
Like,
still was
this
top 5
shit
for a
happens.
majority of the year. And Puka's
People get
playing.
injured.
Puka's playing with Stafford. Stafford wasn't injured. He played. That's his
Exactly.
quarterback.
Fuck, though.
But he was injured.
Well, hell, what are we gonna do after Stafford? You got any suggestions? I'm just saying, like,
This is
Dynasty
redraft.
a different story.
I'm just saying, like, come on now. Like, I've seen Justin Jefferson do some good things with Sam Darnold and stuff like that. Like, I've seen some other wide receivers do some
Right.
good things. Like,
Yeah.
half a season don't put him in tier 1 for me. That's just crazy.
It's
talk.
not half a season. It's a year and a half.
It's a year. All right, fine. A year and a half, then. Fuck it. I'm gonna put him. How about this? I'll put him 6. Does that satisfy y'all? I'll put him 6.
Put him at 6.
I'm taking Brian Thomas Jr. ahead of him though, because Brian Thomas Jr. can do it with Mac Jones, and I'm sure he can do it with Trevor Lawrence next year. We'll see how it goes.
Ugh,
Motherfucking Puka, man. You know what? Sell high, man.
Sell high.
Nah, I'm just kidding. And Craven, I'm being serious. If you want to send Nico for Puka, I'm down with it. Fuck it.
I can't do it in Dynasty. I mean, it's going to be close in Dynasty. I'd rather hold on to the player who got the quarterback for a while. But in redraft, we're talking redraft next year. So Puka to the moon.
Yeah, you can't
Puka
put
to the moon.
because Stafford, you don't know if he's going to even play next year. You don't even know.
He's playing. He already said he's coming back.
Yeah.
He comes
Is
back.
he? Is he?
That's what he's
Last
saying.
ride, baby. Last ride.
Is this last run for him?
Yep.
Well, can I go ahead and give 2 other names so we can just argue for another 25 minutes?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Travis Etienne and Kenneth Walker.
Travis
I'm all
Etienne's a
in.
garbage player, and he should fucking go back on the bus.
I'm just
in on
time
Tra-
stamping it.
I'm in. Hey, Noah, go ahead.
I
Travis
like Etienne. I love
Ken-
Etienne, man. That Buck Scope coming in, he's going to be the Rashad White. He's going to get the receptions. I think he'll finish top 12, top 15 this year.
Let me
Kenneth
tell you, I used
Walker.
to live in Jacksonville, Florida, and they don't give a shit about their football team.
Hey,
The only place they
Duval,
give a shit
baby.
about their football team is in London.
Duval.
Duval. Every time
What
you go
about-
to the gas station, Gus Bradley here. Let me tell you about my shitty team.
Kenneth
fucking
Walker, if
time.
he can stay healthy, he'll be top 10. He's just injury prone,
He-
it seems like.
Etienne, he's not bad. It's just their team is bad. You know what I'm saying?
But where's he going to go in the draft next year? I think he's going to be a
If he goes,
steal.
I mean, if you can get him as like I wouldn't even give him as my 3rd or 4th running back. I'd give him as like,
Jeez.
well, I mean,
Dang.
I'd get him in the 5th or 6th
harsh.
round is what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, it's different.
You know,
bro.
I'd
He's
take
got
over him.
12 running backs in the
Awesome.
first 2
Who would I
rounds.
take over him?
Shoot.
Sure.
Cuba.
Aaron Jones back with the Vikings or Travis Etienne?
Aaron Jones.
DeAndre Swift with the Bears?
ETN. They're bringing somebody in.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard back with the Titans.
Tony Pollard.
Over
Damn.
Etienne, really?
Yeah.
Man.
Well, you don't agree with me at all.
I do.
Well,
I think he'll be fine. I think he's turned to be receiving back, though. I think Bixby's going to get the actual
Hard.
run of the running back position.
what? What did you just do to me?
You're
Tony
still-
Pollard?
Fuck
Over,
you, crap.
you were like, I agree with you. Travis Etienne's going to be great. I would take Tony Pollard over him next
Pollard
year,
was
though.
fine this
I mean,
year.
what the fuck?
I almost
on.
put Tony Pollard on our list. I almost put Tony Pollard in our last episode, but I figured I wouldn't. Well, all right, listen. We were talking about Etienne
And Kenneth Walker.
I had a beer pee. I had to go let it roll. Listen, man, Etienne is just a buy low for me. Me personally, I got a bias towards Etienne, and Chris, he would say the same thing. I'm a Clemson fan, but listen, Etienne really talent-wise, this dude really should be up there with like the Breece Halls and all that shit. This motherfucker that got stuck down here in Jacksonville and ain't worth a fuck.
Right.
So I don't even know what to think about Etienne. I think he's a buy low in Dynasty. And redraft, we'll just have to see where this man goes. And if they actually used him like they should use him, like get him involved in the passing game and stuff like that, like he would be great. But I don't know if that's going to happen. But Kenneth Walker, as far as Kenneth Walker goes, I think Kenneth Walker's fine. I don't really view Kenneth Walker like I view Etienne. Like Etienne, he might kill you this year, but Kenneth Walker, I'll definitely take Kenneth Walker. I should have him in my Doo-Doo Dynasty League, but somehow I got a Dynasty trade vetoed somehow. So I don't have him on my team. Pissing me the fuck off. So here we are.
You got that one done.
I got James Conner. I do like James Conner.
Hey, Matt, you know why you don't view Etienne the same way is because Etienne could get you 30 points in a game, or he can get you 2. That's why.
Yeah.
He's not consistent at all. I had him last year, not last year, the year before. He'll get you. He'll like just tear it off and get you like 30 points in one game, and then for the next 2 games, he'll get you like 2 or 5 or some shit like that.
Right.
That's the problem with Etienne.
It's like my thing with Etienne is it's like I say it all the time. Like I think talent wise, he's top notch, but they just don't use him. They don't use him right.
I think it was the coaching's problem this year. I don't think it was Etienne. I mean, maybe a little bit, but mostly coaching.
Well, Trevor Lawrence ran in a bunch of touchdowns too. He stole a bunch of that shit away from him.
And Tank Bigsby.
Yeah. It's like he'd be out in the midfield, just running, catching passes, shit like that. But as soon as they got the goal line, his ass is out of there,
Yeah.
So that's going to really skew your numbers. So
I'm with it. I mean, it's just the way Jacksonville. That's why them bringing in a new coach to me is why he's a buy low. I mean, if it was Doug Peterson and all that shit, it'd be the same thing. So, but yeah, got any more names?
James Conner.
Okay, crap.
Yeah,
James Conner, baby.
James Conner, all right. James Conner.
He'll get you about 14 weeks during the year. That's solid. So just prepare for the injury and hope for it. It's not during the playoffs.
Like it was this year.
Shut up.
Yeah, like this year.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I got James Conner. Craftman, I wanted Craftman to hear this statement. I got James Conner on my team, but I would have Kenneth Walker on my team too if I didn't.
I had my headphones in.
Oh, you did? You heard it?
You heard everything? Damn.
I heard all the complaining about
the only man. I'm the only man, dude. It could only happen to Matt Hammond. That's all I'm saying. Oh, all right, go ahead, Craftman. But just let me know. I'm just letting you know. We should have vetoed that Dak Prescott trade. Goddamn it! That's all I'm saying.
You damn right we should have.
We should have vetoed that CJ Stroud trade.
Probably should have vetoed. And we're not veto guys, but I'm just saying I got mine vetoed. That Dak Prescott went for damn sure.
It didn't get vetoed.
It got vetoed. It got vetoed, bro. Come on,
the dude accidentally hit the button. I mean,
no.
He accidentally hit.
He hit it and then realized he was on the IR. Man, come on, man. If I did that, y'all be like, suck it up, man, Hammond. You got a podcast. That's what I'm saying, man. The podcast kills you sometime, bro. Anyways, we'll have a discussion on that one day.
You're probably right. You should know better than to trade a guy like Jordan Mason. Trade for Jordan Mason. That is.
Sheesh. All right, then. Well, shoot, we got it. Y'all want to? Hell, we've been going for hour 17. You just want to toss some names out there like we did last time?
Rasheed Rice.
Oh, I love that one. I love Rasheed Rice.
He's gonna come back with a vengeance.
Brad, you got any names?
Players I gotta have.
Yeah, players you gotta have next year.
I don't want to tell you.
You gotta tell me.
Just one, Brad. Just give us one.
Give us one.
I just don't want to say. I like Marvin Harrison Jr. I do. I like Marvin.
I agree. I agree with that one. I like that one. He's a little buy low in Dynasty too for people who got pissed off about him.
Right.
I agree with Brad on that one 100%. And thing is me and Craftman were all over that one. That one, him going in the back of the first and the beginning of the second, that's what I like to call. I'm gonna have a little section. That's what I call fantasy football malpractice.
Right.
That should have never fucking happened. That ADP should never have been that way. That one was the craziest one of them all. I get it as a situation was good, but damn.
Yeah. I mean, my dad took him. He was like, oh, in your face. Look at Marvin Harrison. I got Marvin Harrison Jr. Look what I did to Austin last week. Oh, shit. That was like one fucking week. And that's all he did.
I was about to say, he had like 1 or 2 weeks, and that was about it. So I agree with Brad on that one. He's definitely – that price will drop, and he'll definitely have a better year. And Marv started getting some criticism during the season where I was like, okay, now he's starting to finally get some criticism where it's like now his price will drop a little bit. I mean, people are now, you know how it is. Now they're starting to say, well, Marv ain't got that dog in him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he'll be fine. Yeah. We can relax on that one. Any more names? Crabman? Brad? Well, Brad don't even want to toss them out.
I don't want to toss them out. I don't want to toss them. I'm just kidding. Who I got? Chubba. I already talked about my boy Chubba. You know, love him
to death. You didn't made a sign for him.
I made a sign.
I can't believe you made a CMC on the back of your cup. That was
And Chuba.
fucking poster.
That motherfucker came prepared.
That motherfucker wasn't playing no games. I was like, damn, the Chuba one? That one really catches you off guard.
the CMC on the back of the cup.
Andy B, you want to toss us any names?
Toss something.
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs he's in on Josh Jacobs.
Yep.
I ain't gonna hate on you for that one. Josh Jacobs had a great year and
Started off slow, then the touchdowns came at the back end every week.
I can't wait to have
two a week. Three, maybe sometimes 3.
It was a whole offense.
Oh, Brad.
Yeah.
I know a guy that you mentioned. I just want to mention because you said Josh Jacobs. Brad, Jordan Love.
Think about my boy Love. The guy, you know, the coach does like a different game script every year. You know, it's like he's either run heavy or he's pass heavy. And I just don't know what the fuck he's going to do this year. You know, it's like Jaden Reed was really great last year, and they had a great passing game. And then this year they just tried to, like, bully people. And that shit didn't work out.
It worked for the longest time.
It didn't work out as much as we thought it was going to.
Well, Keyshawn Nixon kind of fucked that up.
They didn't get as far as they did last year. And that kind of pissed me off a little bit, you know.
I guess you're right, because Romeo Dobbs went for like 170 on the Niners, like in the playoffs last year. But
Jaden Reed, Watson, Dobbs.
We didn't need to have the Jordan Love conversation while we're here, though.
Yeah.
Me and Brad talk about it a lot.
I can't wait to bash his ass. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jordan Love's. I just don't know if Jordan Love's it, man.
I don't either.
I don't know.
I don't either. And I can't even take you for serious wearing that fucking Bengals jersey. So
give it one more year, dude.
Hey,
great.
I feel like you're coming at me wrong with that Bengals jersey.
Listen, if we're being objective, I don't. Had a good year. Yeah. I agree. I'm with you. What you call it though?
Sophomore.
I think Jordan Love's probably he's a slick little buy low in dynasty circles and stuff like that. But the only thing I want to say is about Jordan Love is everybody's got something to say about Kyler Murray. Like everybody's like, damn, can you pay attention to this guy Jordan Love? He fucking shit on brick out there. Why don't we say something about him every now and then? That's all I'm saying. But Jordan Love, buy low, I feel like he's a buy low, in my opinion. But he might not be.
Comparison right here. Jordan Love and C.J. Stroud both had a great rookie year.
Right.
Now, this year, sophomore season, they both shit the bed. People are talking about Jordan Love might not be it, but you can't hear nothing about C.J. Stroud saying he's going to bounce back next year.
I think they're in this. I think they're both going to be fine. You know, I just feel like I was telling Austin earlier this year that the Texans and the Packers were a mirror offense.
Right.
They're the same fucking team. You know, it's like they demanded more on their run game, and then they didn't put too much on their passing game, and that's what kind of hurt them. You know, like last year, both Stroud and Love, excelled because they passed more. They didn't have that running game to lean back on, and now I hope they're going to be more pass heavy. They
got to
take more chances.
Star receiver,
right? Yeah,
they did need a receiver, and that's another guy that I fucking hate, Jaden Reed.
Fuck Jaden Reed. Fuck him.
Fuck his punk ass.
Burn his jersey, AC.
The truth is, Craft Man, is they really wanted Christian Watson to be the number one guy. Let's just be real.
I wanted Christian Watson to be the number one guy,
but he's not.
Truthfully, he's not.
And he can't.
That's what you want. I mean, Jaden Reed, I hate him for fantasy, but because he screwed me. But Jaden Reed's a good receiver. He wasn't what I expected to be this year. I mean, I was in the offseason saying,
I drafted him too. I had him in Yahoo, and I switched him out when it was time for like a Josh Downs or something because that's what he is. He's like in the Josh Downs type tier.
He's a gadget player.
He's a gadget player. You know, he's not your number one receiver. You know that. So like you get your Josh Downs or your Keenan Allen type shit. You know, it's like you got to throw that shit together if you have 4 fucking running backs.
It's really based off matchups, dude. 1 week he'll give you 30.
Yeah.
Go a couple weeks giving you 5, 7. Then next week he'll give you 15, 20, and then he'll go back going to.
The hell, when that good 30 happens, you're just like,
damn, I did something.
You're like Billy Idol up in this motherfucking.
Hell yeah.
You know, I talk about it all the time. I listen to a lot of Dynasty and redraft podcasts and stuff like that. And I haven't been lately because football's pretty much over right now. So, but I was listening to some of these Dynasty guys, and they were putting Jaden Reed up there as like rating him in Dynasty as like number 9. He's like he's the number 9 receiver.
Yeah,
damn. Hey. Yeah, can't hey, but I'm with you. But it's like, damn, there was a real good sell high. There was a real good sell high window for Jaden Reed this past year, and I wasn't even willing. I got Jaden Reed in the league. I wasn't willing to sell him. I wanted to keep him.
I just traded him.
What'd you trade him for, Crab Man?
Traded Jaden Reed in the 301 for the 105.
Who the fuck are you playing with, bro? That shit pisses me off. I'm glad I ain't in that league. I veto the fuck out of that shit, bro.
You don't think Jaden Reed's worth mid?
No, man.
Yeah.
He's
that's
close.
why I win.
He's closer. I think Jaden Reed might be closer to that Waddle range we was talking about.
Yep. Yes, sir.
I don't think he's Waddle range because I think his upside is there. You know, like Waddle ain't getting shit. You know, it's like Jaden Reed did get me like 30 points. I guess I just remember the good times.
Yeah.
Because he was there when I needed his ass, you know what I'm saying?
It's like Waddle. I mean, not Waddle. Jaden Reed. Well, hell, I forgot what I was gonna say now. But what you call it? I forgot what I was gonna say. Been drinking the motherfucking beers and shit.
Jaden Reed was wide receiver 26 on the season this past year, behind Juwan Jennings, Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby Myers was a beast this year because he was the only receiver on that fucking team.
I cannot find Jalen Waddle.
Oh,
he wide receiver 46 behind Jalen Tolbert.
Yeah. Oh, god dang.
Garbage.
And Wan'Dale Robinson.
That's why Waddle's a buy low for real.
Let's switch it up real quick. What about Juwan Jennings? How y'all feel about him?
That one's tough.
He might be the toughest one. I like that NDB coming in.
Where are y'all taking him in the draft?
Well, Debo there?
Huh?
Is Debo there?
Yeah, I think he stays there. So just say yeah. Just say a washed up Debo's there.
A washed up Debo.
I mean, I'm with you. I mean, I think Juwan
wide receiver 30.
Damn.
I mean,
well, to me, that's not bad.
Jameson Williams or Juwan Jennings?
Oh, it's Lucy Jameson.
Who?
He's
Juwan.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Waddle
I'll probably say Jameson
or
Williams.
Jennings.
Waddle.
Jennings.
Man, if I could flip Jennings for Waddle, I'd do that.
Crap.
Jennings has too much upside, man. Well, what about Ayuk?
I'll take Ayuk next year.
He'll be back in the mix.
I don't draft players coming off injury like that.
I'll draft Ayuk next year. He's gonna be so low.
I mean,
I'll take Ayuk over Jennings for sure.
10th round or lower for Ayuk for me.
He's gonna go higher.
That's in my range, baby. I like it.
That one took me a little second to register for a second. 10th round or lower, I was like,
I tell you this.
I mean,
about Ayuk or Downs.
I ain't taking no fucking quarterback. I ain't taking no fucking quarterback.
I'm not
Ayuk or Pickens.
I learned my lesson taking quarterbacks and redraft. I'm done with that shit.
Yeah.
Man, Pickens should be in my fucking. We should have dropped Pickens in the last episode.
Right?
Punk ass. Forgot about him.
Pickens.
That motherfucker sorry.
That's Austin's boy. That's this.
I'm just
this guy right here.
Pickens his ass. I'm sick of his ass. I even was buying into the Pickens
and
shit.
Higgins belongs.
All right, that's shoot, man. Y'all got any more names y'all want to toss out? Because I'm about to wrap it on up. I'm about to just play the music. Crab Man?
I think we're good. Don't play that music too damn early, though. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, here we go.
I don't even care if the song just goes all the way to fuck off. I just want to thank everybody for listening to the podcast. Because we got a nice little thing going on, a little community out there. But 5-star review, it really helps. And just, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a hoe about the podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's just what we it's just what we do. Crab Man, do you got anything you want to say to the good people out there?
Same thing I always say. Appreciate everybody for listening, man. We're going to keep pumping out the content.
All right, man. We really, the team's coming together, man. We got Indy B on tonight. We got Brad in the building. Let's go, man. Indy B, would you like to say anything to the
Man, I'm just glad to be on tonight, man. Can't wait to be back on.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I
Brad?
appreciate Matt, Austin. Well,
Yes,
Matt, I appreciate Austin. I appreciate you, Matt.
You heard that, Crab Man? He appreciates me. He don't appreciate you. But yeah, Brad, I'm glad you came on tonight. But with that, we out.
Peace.